it's Jojo from Jojo Plans, and today I'm here with my bestie Amber from Amber Plans Her Day, and we are back with another one of our monthly Real Talk videos. This month we thought it would be fun to talk about the spring release and just a couple of things that, like, thoughts and things that we've seen out in the community about how Happy Planner went about telling us about what was available for the spring release, as well as how people have been getting their shipments in and actually have been kind of surprised in, like, a good way surprised, happy with, like, how they've been packaging stuff. Because I know that has been a problem in the past, where things were just kind of thrown in a box and maybe you might get something broken in your box, but it seems like they're doing better. So we just thought it'd be fun to talk about those things today and just kind of get your guys' opinion on what you think. So, spring release. It had a lot of good stuff in it.
There was some good stuff.
Obviously, the sticker books was top priority as always. And then, of course, they threw in all this flower gorgeousness that made me not stick to my plan of just getting sticker books as usual. You did a lot better of that. You're getting better at it. She's been like nailing it. She's like, yeah, I'm only doing this, and she sticks to it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And then I see the release, and I'm like, okay, never. And I'm like,
I did add
if I just get this, yeah, you did add one thing, but I added like 20 extra things.
But you added.
I'm not even sorry about it.
There has to be one of each of us in a friendship, so.
Because then I sometimes will have stuff, and then she'll be like, oh, maybe I should have gotten that. And I'm like, you missed out, girl.
Told you.
You missed out. But there were a couple things with this release. So they've been doing it for, how many releases now have they been doing, like, the preview? Like,
yeah, maybe
only like a couple, like only like maybe 3 or less, or like a little bit more than that.
For like half a year, 6 months.
Yeah, I feel like maybe for like maybe the last year, that we've been getting like the little preview page that kind of tells you, a little bit ahead of time everything that will be available, as well as like the price, so that way you can kind of plan it out a little bit better on what you're planning to get. I know that was super helpful for making wish lists and all of that good stuff, so that way for me, I kind of used it to memorize like where things were on the site, so like when it was go time, it was like I know exactly like, oh, this was all the way on page 3, so I need to like skip over there, so it does make it easier. However, I think when we got the very first set of princesses was the first time we got an exclusive where it was really exclusive to somewhere. Like when the princesses first came out, Disney Princess line, and then all of a sudden it was exclusive to Walmart for a little while, and then it got put on Happy Planner website like a little bit later. But I think that was the first time we started seeing that. And then they did it with this release again, where we had certain products that were not available at all to purchase on the Happy Planner website, and only available to purchase at Joann's or Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And I gotta say, that was a little bit frustrating. I don't know about you. I think the longer we've been doing this, I'm not so much into hunting at stores anymore. And I know, with kids, especially when you just have kids and have to, put babies in and out of the car, it's a pain in the butt. You don't want to do it. Right. And nor do I want to go out in public in the world as much anymore anyway. So, the less that I can avoid that, the better. So the fact that I had to, hunt for it a little bit was a little bit frustrating. But not only that, just not knowing what certain things, there were products that we didn't even know would be available until the squad got certain products, and we're looking at the Happy Planner website, and some of the products that the squad members got wasn't even on the website at all. So of course then they're getting all these questions of, where is this product, why isn't it on the website, where is this, why isn't it on the website? And I feel like that was the number one mistake they made with this release.
Yeah, and I feel like the squad doesn't always know either.
Right.
They're like, oh, I didn't even know,
Yeah, and I don't think any of them really knew. They were like, I guess it's exclusive to a store, I'm not sure yet. And then as soon as they found out, they would answer it. But it's I feel like they could have done it a different way. Even if it wasn't necessarily a part, even if the products weren't necessarily a part of the preview itself, how they had the page where you can go and and it's the cluster pictures where it's showing a lot of the product, and you can click on the picture and it'll take you then to go and view the preview of the individual products. Even if they did something like that and literally just put a picture on the website of each store, for each store, saying these products are exclusive to Michael's, these products are exclusive to Hobby Lobby, these are exclusive to Joann's, like,
or even just the fact that they're sold there.
Right.
Because, like, I know I've heard so many people just say, like, how do I know where it's being sold? And it's like, well, it is kind of small print at the bottom, like,
right.
You have to go to the individual product and then scroll all the way down and then look at the little print. So, like, just have, like, a page that's, like, Joann, and then just have, like, a picture of everything that's going to Joann.
Right, and that would have been so helpful. I know for me that was something that, like, really frustrated me, because the only way I found out, say, like, the Happy Life sticker book, which was the last one that we were missing, like, I had a, like, I'm seeing squad members have it, and I'm like, no, like, where is that one at? Like, hello, need all the sticker books here. And it was definitely one of those, like, I had to figure out, so I'm all searching on Facebook for anybody that's found it, and finally I think I saw, like, a random person post on Facebook that they saw it at their Hobby Lobby, and so I was like, okay, maybe that means it's going to be a Hobby Lobby exclusive, and then I think that word kind of started getting out more, and it is. It ended up being an exclusive to Hobby Lobby, can't find it anywhere else. And the bad thing about that is Hobby Lobby is just now getting product out. I mean, ours just got it out this week. So if yours haven't got stuff out yet, they should be getting it very soon. I just said got that stuff. Gotten. Sorry, bad grammar. But they should, be getting it soon. But then also, like, if you're wanting to only shop online at Hobby Lobby, they're really slow at putting stuff on their online store. I did see somebody posted that some of it's on there, not all of it. Like, the Happy Life sticker book isn't on there yet. And I did check too. If it is, I'll try to link it down in the description below by the time this video posts, if it's up. Or at least try to link to Hobby Lobby's website with the new releases on it if I can find it. But, like, even so, it's just a lot slower. Like, I want if things are going to be exclusive to certain places, I'd like it all available at the same time, so that way we could just, like, know or be able to plan a little bit better, because that was a little bit frustrating. And even though on some of the products they do have, like, where it could be sold at, like, even that has been wrong. I think I've seen a couple products in store that didn't say they were going to be at that store from the spring release. I think at Joann's there was a couple things that I was like, oh, I don't remember that saying it was going to go here, kind of thing. So it's not always accurate. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that would just be a better way to do it. Like, even just showing a picture. These are the products going to this store, that you can find them out online, hopefully, and then, in store. That way there's no confusion, especially if the squad members are going to be getting those products. That basically, I feel bad for the squad members, because, they probably got bombarded with so many questions about those products that they honestly didn't know. So I feel like that kind of, like, sets them up for failure, because they didn't know. Like, it's not their fault. So I feel like there's definitely some better ways they could have, like, released the exclusive items out into the world.
Yes, definitely.
I feel like they've done better, though. Like, for instance, with packaging, they've been doing better. True. They've been hearing, like, if you send customer service, not necessarily asking them to fix a product, but just saying, like, hey, my package was sent like this. Like, I would love to see better packaging in the future, because it was a little frustrating because my cover, came scratched up, or a disc came broken. They listen to those things, I feel like, and I feel like they've been listening to. When I got my spring release, I was really surprised. All of my individual, like, notebooks, and I didn't get any planners, but I did get a couple of the notebooks, and they were all wrapped in bubble wrap, like, individually in bubble wrap. And I was like, they've never done that before. Usually they're all just, like, floating in the box, so they do hear it. So the more people that not necessarily complain about it, but make them aware of that, of, like, the issues, the more chance that they'll have of fixing it. And I think that could be the same thing with release dates and previews. The more people that bug them about it, the more chance they'll be like, okay, we can do this better.
It does seem like they've tried a few different methods. Like, I don't remember how long ago it was, but we used to get, like, an email with, like, a PDF, and it kind of was like what we were saying, like, what they should have on the website. But, like, it was kind of like you would click on the store and be able to, like, scroll through kind of like black and white images of product. But Hobby Lobby hasn't gotten something exclusive in so long.
Right.
I think it was kind of just like, oh,
Yeah.
like, this is shocking. And I guess, like, some people were saying there's some Faith product that's exclusive to Hobby Lobby and nowhere else. And it's like, I guess you don't really know until you go to a Hobby Lobby.
Right.
Really.
Right. And then you can be like, oh, this is what is actually here.
Yeah.
Like, cool, good to know, because
Right.
I didn't know. And it's like, I mean, it's a nice surprise to somebody
Right.
that might not be as concerned about, like, every individual thing, you know, if you're going in. But if somebody is, like, really looking for a specific product, it does make it really hard if you're not knowing where that product is going to be. And it does
Right.
make it a little bit frustrating when you see others have this product, you know, that might have been on the squad because they just got it in their box, which is fine. But if it's like, but if they don't have the information to fully give you, you know, to let you know where it's at, it can be a little frustrating because then, you know, you're left scrambling, having to wait, and we're impatient. I feel like as planners, and with new planner goodies that, you know, catches our eye and stuff, we can be very impatient sometimes.
Yeah.
But stores are starting to roll stuff out. I think I haven't been to Michael's in a while since we got pretty much everything that we wanted from Michael's and since like the release happened. So I really haven't been. I'm sure they're fully stocked now compared to like they would every time I went they would have a few planners here and there and then like maybe like a sticker book or two, but they didn't have the whole set out yet. And I know Joann's is finally kind of getting set up and having all the stuff. And now I think Hobby Lobby's finally starting to catch up. So if your store hasn't set stuff up yet. How I kind of knew was we have 3 stores that is really close to us. I've been checking all 3 of them for the last like couple weeks, at least just once a week. Like, and I was also looking for the clearance because everybody's been posting all these amazing clearance deals. So I was like, well, I want to get in on that clearance because I love me a good deal. And I've been looking for more of the sticker storage boxes, and I did find 2 of them out of the 3 stores. They were all wiped out, but one store in particular, they had finally taken everything that was still left on clearance and they moved it to the wall, like away from the planner aisle, that actually like is for all kind of clearance. So I was like, ooh, something could be happening. And then I went on a day when they had their truck and they had all the boxes out. And me being sneaky, I mean, if it was this girl, she would be like rummaging through the boxes, but I'm too like, I don't want to get caught kind of thing. So I'm like walking by, like side-eyeing the boxes, and I saw one box that had like a cover in it that I could tell was Happy Planner, but it looked like it was from the Indigo line. So I was like, that must mean they got the new stuff. And so I went back the next day, and lo and behold, they had filled the planner aisle with all the gorgeous new things, and everything was out. So don't lose hope. So as soon as you start seeing them clear out the aisle of like all the clearance and it's no longer there, that means like they're getting ready to set it up. Because the other 2 stores haven't even done that yet. So I'm like, I ain't even gonna bother checking those because they literally haven't even made an effort to get all the clearance. And those 2 had a lot of clearance left. So
and just like knowing your store's like shipment times, like. We know that, like, our Joanne gets a truck every Tuesday.
So we know to, like check sometimes later on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Things will be out. Yeah, we're very nosy like that.
Michael's gets it on Monday. And every, like, location's different. But, like, we just kind of have been, like, we just kind of know. Because we don't really like hunting anymore. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of funny because I was such a hunter before.
Yeah, it was before kids.
It must have
been.
It's
the kids. They took all the fun out of the hunting. Now it's just so much effort to take the kids with us that it's like...
It's true.
You're dealing with tantrums and you're dealing with... and then you have to like promise them something to like just behave for the time. And if it comes to like rummaging through stuff, it's like... it's just, you know, the struggle. And I think since yours especially are getting a little bit older too, it was easy when they were like little.
They slept all the time.
Now they're just aware of all the things and have to touch all the things, so it just makes it that much harder. But anyway, so we just want to know your guys' thoughts. What would you like to see them do with releases? You know, what do you think would be a better way? I mean, usually I feel like they do pretty good. Sometimes we get the release like 2 days But I think this time we got it almost a week it was like 4 days in advance, which I think is a good amount of time to kind of have a little bit of time to look at the website. They let us all know of the coupon codes. I know some people were saying, I didn't even know coupon codes were out there. But if you're a part of planner groups, if you just click in like the search and you type in, are there any codes for this release? I can guarantee you like several posts will be coming up, because so many planners are helpful and they'll just say like, hey, here's the codes for, this release. So definitely make sure if you know a release is coming up, just check the planner groups. Even the website had a rolling banner
that had a banner. There's usually like a banner on the Happy Planners website too. So
that says it. So definitely make sure you're not missing out that. I know sometimes their emails are late, like a release will happen, but the email won't roll out till like 10 or 15 minutes after the release time starts. And so if you were right on it with the release, like right on time, you might have missed the information in the email that did have the stuff about the coupon code. But again, the coupon codes are usually everywhere. And then rewards, it was nice to be able to use rewards on stuff. I noticed they let us use rewards on Disney, which they didn't let us use rewards on Disney before this release. And as far as I know, I checked on Tuesday, and it still let you use rewards on Disney. So if you need to know more about rewards, I did do a video on a step-by-step how to use them. I'll link that down below. But there's just lots of different ways you can, plan for a release that we can make it the most worth it and get the most bang for your buck for getting all the things you want from a release, because it can be a little bit stressful. I think they did a good job this time with inventory. I didn't really see anything sell out super fast.
I didn't see a lot of anything sell out. The only other thing I was hearing is that they were sending out so many emails. Do you check your emails? You don't check your emails very often.
Emails like what kind of emails?
Like, here's the sale. Like buy from the release, and here's the coupon codes. I think I got like 2 a day.
Oh, like when remember the coupon codes expire. Those I know.
Right.
Yeah, I usually just if I already buy my stuff, I'm like, I
just delete it.
I don't need to be tempted anymore to go back and look for anything else.
But I just heard a lot of people say that they got a lot of emails, and I was like, I did get a lot of emails.
I think they were trying to make sure there are coupon codes, here's all the information kind of thing. So I definitely think they did better though, keeping things in stock. I didn't really see anything go out of stock right away. In the past, I feel like, when was it? What release was that where sticker books just went out so fast?
Oh my gosh, Brights. It was a Brights.
Yeah, it was whenever
classic.
The Brights Skinny Classic sticker book, whatever block of stickers that was. I remember because we were trying to decide do we wait for stores? Do we just get it online? Because that was before we switched to fully on being online. Because I think after that was where we were we give up. We're just gonna do
everything
online, whatever. But I remember us being oh, and then by the time we had decided, they had all sold out, and it was no. So I think they definitely did better, at least this time, with the stock. I didn't see too many people saying, that they got. I did see a couple people say that they did get an email a week later saying an item got canceled from their order. So I mean, I wouldn't say they're 100% doing better as far as stock, but I didn't see things sell out as quickly this time, so I don't think they had as much problems with it as they did when the Be Happy box came out, because I know that happened a lot with the Be Happy box.
We do have to just remember too, they're releasing so much more product now.
Right.
I just think okay, what could they do better in a release? And I'm okay, well, when we first started 2015, I started 2016, it was Periscope lives, Instagram lives, to show all the product.
Everything, and they could show it easily in an hour. It wasn't a problem to show it all in an hour because there wasn't a lot. There was maybe 3 lines, and they each had 5 products in it. It wasn't a lot. And now they're releasing. How many planners? They said it was 30 plus planners or something like that just in this release. And then, of course, there's 21 sticker books in this release, not to mention all the accessories. So they're releasing at least 100 plus items per release. So it is a lot to keep track of. I mean, yes, they're a bigger company, so it's they should have a handle on it. But as far as just all of
But
that.
they're
in
also
general.
kind of just growing.
Yes,
You know, like
I feel like they've only gotten bigger and bigger, like maybe the last 2 years, as opposed to
Right.
when we first started. And I even noticed that I recently filmed a video talking about sticker list and how my classic color one shows you the blocks of what sticker books were released together. And you know, the very first time we got sticker books, we had five that came out, and then maybe the next release we got 8, and it was like cool. But now look at us, we're at 21 books in one release. I think we had one release where we got almost 27, I think. I think it was like the release of Baby Girl and all that, and it had like 27 sticker books in it. Like, you know, so we went, like, it's grown. You know, the demand for certain types of things has definitely grown.
Right.
And I think they're trying to, like, themselves even be able to catch up. And with the way the world is right now, I'm sure, you know, that's putting a strain on things. Oh, and that was another thing, is the release was supposed to happen sooner with the Be Happy boxes, but there was something because of COVID, like the shipments were delayed. Especially with it was for the Valentine's Day box. Right. I saw somebody had commented, like, you know, on the Happy Planners, one of their pictures on Instagram, just saying, like, I wish this came out earlier, because will we even have this in time to plan with these stickers for Valentine's Day? And, you know, and their response was like, we would have had these out sooner, but because of COVID, like, our shipments got delayed, so we couldn't put them for sale until, you know, we had the products on hand, so that way we could just get them out as fast as possible. So that kind of thing. So that definitely has made it hard for them. And I'm sure, like, I can't even imagine, you know, when you're planning out all these things and you're like, yes, we want this to release on this date, and then it doesn't work because the way things are right now. You know, I think they're just doing the best that they can. But I mean, I feel like overall, I think the releases are getting better. There's just like a few things. If they're going to do exclusive stuff, I would just like to know what stuff that's exclusive, where it's going, so I don't have to play the, you know, hunting game. And like, it's a whole nother way to like hunt for things, you know?
Right. Like, wait, this thing exists?
Right. So overall, I think things have been getting better. Let us know down in the comments below, you know, what have you noticed? What would you like to see them do with releases? What have you noticed with their shipping? Has their shipping gotten better? I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time for shipments, but again, I think they're not fully staffed still, so, you know, I think there's just those things to consider with that. But let us know if you're like happy with the fact that they have been shipping like planners and such in individual mailers or bubble wrap, so that way hopefully your things are protected a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's really it. But we just wanted to get your guys' opinions. You have ours now on the whole situation with releases. Hopefully, you know, as they grow, hopefully they learn from what works and what doesn't work and continue to improve and make it easier for us to get the things that we love. But I'm pretty impressed with how it's been going, and just like being there since the beginning, seeing how far they've come, you know, is kind of fun too. So anyway, guys, just let us know down in the comments. I don't know if we're going to be having a real talk next month because this lady's about to pop. We might. Hopefully. Maybe like at the very end of April or something, and we'll just have a little bundle of joy with us at the same time and just do that. So we'll see, but make sure to just stay tuned to Amber's channel, because that's where it will be. If we do have one, it'll probably be closer to the end of the month if we do. If there's any things that you're seeing in the community or things with Happy Planner you want us to talk about, let us know down in the comments below, so that way we can make sure we're catering to what you guys want to hear us talk about. But I think that is it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we so hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye!